Hello guys, and welcome back to another CaffCast. Today we're carrying on with our Godus Let's Play. Now, it's been a few days since I recorded any. You guys obviously have been watching the videos consecutively. We're going to hopefully get a little bit done today, which should be a lot of fun. We've done quite well so far, as you guys will see. I've managed to learn a good amount about the game, and thanks in part to some of my subscribers for pointing me in the right direction, but I'm pretty much settled now, and I'm pretty much understanding what's going on. Now, what I've basically done is I've kind of expanded all the way around the outsides of the island, so I'll zoom out all the way. We've got this here, which we've kind of expanded out, and then we've got this sort of large area. It's now much bigger, and that all goes around here as well, where that little monument thing is. As you can see, there are currently no people outside, and I'll explain more in a little while. And I also came along and started to stretch out the coastline, so we've got some nice sort of sea view apartments here. The sort of the elite of the CaffCastians, or the Caftans, or whatever. I think the Caftans is probably the best one. So the Caftans on the front of the sea are very happy, and then we've got a huge area that I've managed to flatten out and carve out. I haven't built any more houses because I wanted to do that part on screen with you guys. I thought that was the best thing to do. Now I'm just going to grab a couple of... As you can also see, we've managed to save up a reasonable amount of faith, because obviously I was struggling to find faith when I was playing last time, which was a bit difficult. But I've kind of worked it all out now, and as I said before, with the thanks of the YouTube viewers and my subscribers, we've managed to kind of like work it all out, really. The way it works is that you can knock on any of one of these houses and get a person out. Now that you saw there was -10, that's -10 faith to get that person to come out. Now what will happen is, if that person does not have a house to go into when his work is done, when he's finished building, he will sort of sit down or whatever and eventually die because he doesn't have a house to live in. That's kind of how it works. So realistically, you should never build more people than you have houses, because if I kind of like right click and hold on this one, it will tell us that now has 3 or 4 people, but a new person's going to be going into there in 6 minutes and 55 seconds, as you can see, and there's no flag, which means it hasn't got a person ready to go out. And the same thing goes for these sort of houses. They are full, 5 out of 5. If I click on that, the person will come out. It costs 20 that time because it's a larger building, I think. And then they'll start building. So the idea really is just to kind of go around. It's interesting, it costs less on the smaller houses. And just go around and just sort of like click on them a little bit. And then if we play carefully, then we shouldn't... The only expense we have will be actually getting them out of their little civilizations here. Then eventually, once everybody's kind of like built their little houses and stuff, they'll be able to just live in there. And if everybody has a house to go to, there'll be no more expense, because it does cost like quite a lot of faith when people die, which is why we were having trouble in the first place. So we'll just go through, we'll click on these because we've definitely got enough houses to be built. And then we'll probably have to eventually tell people to go over sort of this way as well. But we'll just do everybody right now, because I know that we've got definitely enough houses to build. So everyone's now going to come out, and they're all getting seriously busy and being very noisy about it. That's perfect. So there you go, that's a new house that's just about finished, I think. Let's have a look. Wood hut in 36 seconds, so we'll just have to hang on for a minute to watch that. I don't currently know how you upgrade the basic houses, but I don't really mind at the moment. I don't think that's a sort of pressing concern. Right, so is this one done now? No, 20 seconds. Is this one done? 7 seconds. Right, let's watch this one. So that is now finished, and then these people will go, right, is there anything else to do? They don't think there's anything else to do. So they're going to go into the house, and they're going to start living in there. Or it's like 2 people per house or something like that. I have seen situations where only 1 person goes in the house, and it's like, well, how are you making babies? There's some very, very weird things going on there. Let's pick up this. There we go. Now these houses do take a little while to build in some situations, especially the larger ones that we're building, because I've managed to make sure, or tried to make sure, that we've got a good amount of kind of land which has these larger houses on, and so just like expand it out. I mean, to be honest with you, let's if I go right out, if you have a look at the sort of island that I've built, I think it's quite nice really, this area. And what I want to do is just finish off building all these houses, and then once I've done that, I will connect this little bit of land over here. And then I'll get people to build on the sea, and then eventually we'll go up here, and then we'll have a look at these two things over there. There must be something interesting going on there. But this amount of people that we're building now should mean that we'll have plenty of stuff to go around. It looks like, look at this, 120 per larger building. Those are the good ones right there. Although it does take 47 minutes. Even though I think time's a little bit sped up, because that doesn't seem to be a second. 6, 5, 4, like that. Let's have a look again. 1, 0, 9, 8, 7. That's not. It's like 2/3 of a second. So it won't be that long, but that's fine. Better for us, really, because we get a chance to sort everything out. So thanks very much for the feedback so far on the show, guys. I'm glad that you're enjoying the Godus. I think what I'm going to end up doing is just have this going out as a sort of a side project. I won't have a day, or I'll try not to have a day specifically dedicated to Godus. It'll just be kind of like an extra thing, because, I mean, I'm really enjoying playing the game. It's quite casual, but for me to be able to play it as much as I want to play it, it may take a little while. I think we've just dinged, from what I can tell here. Mud brick lodges. The followers are praying for larger something, something, something. Let's see what we've got. We've got some timber, 3 out of 4. We don't have any of that, and we don't have any of that. So I guess we'll have to look at doing that in the meantime. And we should have just expanded as well, so we can just sort of carry... Oh, no, we didn't. We didn't expand. So there is a one here, look. Look at that one. Stupid thing. Oh, no. Get out of here. Stupid other land. I think I've taken care of all the ones on the sides here. What I'll do is once we've got the raise and lower land skill, I'll just sort of like pop that down, grab that one, pop that down, grab that one, pop that down, grab that one, like that. I think that's the best way of sort of taking care of it. But for now, I mean, to be honest with you, we're not doing too badly, and I won't worry about getting that real sharpish. But anyway, yes. So we're going to carry on playing this game as much as possible, really. I mean, the good thing about this new computer that I've built for doing the YouTube stuff is that I'm not limited by hard drive space. I do have two 3-terabyte Western Digital RAID drives, that are able to record a big fat wad of footage, even though the footage that I record is like just ridiculously huge. It's like, I mean, every time I record a half-hour episode for you guys, it's like 70 gigabytes. So just appreciate the amount of space that it takes up to make one of these for you. But what I intend to do is just kind of get this out all the time. At the moment, that might not happen straight away. It might carry on happening every other day at the moment, because GTA 5 just came out, and I'm playing the crap out of that, which has been a lot of fun. So far, it's a really good game. I won't spoil anything for you guys at all, because, you know, if you haven't played it yet, you haven't played it yet. But it's really good, and I'm not just saying that as like a sort of a fanboy kind of thing. I'm saying that it's genuinely a very fun game, and it's very well thought out, and a lot of the stuff that you've always wanted to do in the newer GTAs but haven't been able to, you can now kind of like take care of. Like, for example, you can get tow trucks. There you go. That's the only spoiler I'll give you guys. Tow trucks, and it's awesome. It's such a lot of fun. So you can do this sort of thing. Like, you can just sit here and just chat away and just add little bits of land, and eventually, once this kind of goes out, which is going to there, look here, nice and big. There we go. And then you just keep on pulling that out like this. Boop a doop a doop a doop a doop. Get that large that corner bit there, like that, and then just push this out a little bit more. And eventually, what will happen is that will become a 2-man house when it decides that it wants to do a little expand. There you go, like that. And then, that's fine. So there we go, we've got another house there. So it looks like everybody that built something has built something, and they're all very happy. They've all got into their new houses. I think the same thing's going to have to happen again. We didn't lose any experience points for that, so that's gone really well. And I guess if you do have a surplus of people, you just do that. You just expand something real quick and give them a place to work. And obviously we have the God ability. place totem, deactivate totem, blah, blah. That's all available to us at the moment as well. So, we'll carry on. We'll, I think we're going to have to sort of like just be a bit more careful these days now. So we'll just get these ones like that, and then we'll just see what happens with that lot. That lot of people. Land expansion, fantastic. Right, so we did level up. Level 15, it says. I'm not sure if that's... Whoa. That's a big level up. Okay, well, I guess we'll probably start working on this area then. I have no problem with that at all. Because we can just... I mean, probably what I'll end up doing is not really taking this mountain out too much. I don't think I really want to, like, absolutely destroy that. I want to kind of keep it nice and... Because, I mean, that goes up here, and that's like a nice little kind of, like, plateau area. So I think what I'll do is I'll just take this back a little bit, and then we'll just kind of like sculpt the land up back a little bit. Because what I really want, I'll also do like the little sort of like White Cliffs of Dover thing I did over here. I was just waiting to be able to actually get that large bit of land so I can just sort of take that out and do this and sort of bring it around like this. Because that's kind of what it's about. It's just about having a lot of fun with that. Bring this out like that. Oh, it's so good. So satisfying. Such a satisfying game. There we go. It's fantastic. And then we'll just sort of bring these all out here. Make that into a twofer. There we go. And that'll do fine. I'm just going to take those back actually. Because we want the coast to sort of carry on being like that. There we go. Nice and neat. And then we'll just kind of like carry on working on these bits. Now, I don't know if a person that you're working on or with is able to get up of a cliff when it's like this, just here, 1, 2, like that. When there's no gap, I think you have to leave a little gap like that. But I'll find out. That's kind of why I did this lovely little sort of like meandering hill type thing down here. We'll have to double check and see whether that's the case. If we have a look at what's going on with the people, everyone's found a place to build, which is fantastic. So we'll just wake up everybody over here. I'm not sure what their sort of like level of influence is. It looks like it's quite big. So we just... Oh, what happened there? Why are you breaking? You're still breaking. Why are you still breaking? You're still breaking. Stop breaking. There's something... There we go. Oh, dear. There it is. You're not breaking anymore, are you? No. It's going back up again now. Just nice and quickly. I think it might be something to do with the times thing. It might be something to do with the amount of people that they have in there. So, for example, this one, you can see the times there are going pretty much on a secondly basis. I think that's pretty... I'm not sure, actually. No, it looks a bit quicker than that, though. Because there's only one person in that one, so... I don't know how it works. If anybody knows how the time scale works and whether that is an actual second and I'm just being, like, ridiculously over-complicated, then let me know in the comments, because I like to hear from you guys every now and again, because then I find out what I'm doing wrong. I think this is all going to go here, and we'll push this or this all weird kind of up and down meandering stuff. We'll probably, I think if we sort of come around this way and just have it so that it's like that around, like there, then I think that'll be a nice area. I kind of want to leave some forest, but not this forest, because we still need rapid expanse around here. Otherwise we're going to get a bit stuck, so we'll carry on doing what we're doing. Let's just have a little peek here, just see whether or not that's accessible. It is. Nice and quickly. There we go. Open sesame! Plaster resource, which is good, which is one of the 3 that we needed for that. Mud brick lodges. Fantastic. So again, we can just carry on doing this, which is lovely. There's one over here I just seen. Pop that open. There's one over there as well. Stone, don't need that for anything right now. Let's open that one as well. Felt, again, we don't need that anything at the moment. I can't get to that one because I haven't got a low enough area. Or that one. Or can I get to that one, actually? Because this is all coming out anyway, isn't it? I'm not quite sure why people just died then. Did I hear some people die? Was it because they didn't find a job? No, there's plenty of jobs. Oh, people died over here because they ran out of things to do. Okay. Well, that's fine, because all these houses are now complete, so if we'll just sort of like bring people up here. and then they can just kind of carry on working. I think the idea is that if you do need people and you want to like just get some expanding going on, you could place a totem over somewhere over here, like here for example, which I'm going to be doing later on, and then call on all the houses, and then everyone will just sort of like go over there, because their sphere of influence, so to speak, is quite limited, it seems. So we've now got houses pretty much everywhere. There's one there, which obviously that chap's going to go and do for me now, which is good. And then it looks like we just need to do a few over here. So these two might be, and that one might be close enough. Yeah, they're okay. So they're on their way, and then maybe these ones here as well. Oh, bugger! Quick, fix it before it breaks the houses. Oh dear. People have gone now. Unfortunately, that one might be okay.
Okay.
Yep. Well, that's. I mean, that's fine. There's no major rush. I would like to find out how to make houses bigger, though. Like better. Sorry. Like upgrade the improvements on the houses. Not quite sure how that all works. So. Again, that's another thing that we'll probably have to look at in more detail later on. But for now, I'll just carry on pulling this back. I think that, as I say, all this stuff, there's no point in it being here. It's just, I mean, it's quite nice for the lands, but it's going to be more kind of efficient if we just take care of things ourselves and flatten all the land out. There's some meat there, nice bit of meat, lovely. I'm assuming that they know how to do meat anyway. I don't need a card for that, because they're like alive, so I would assume that they're managing, unless they're all just like foraging and like vegetarians. Maybe they're all just hardcore vegetarians. Might be, you never know. So just keep on pulling this back out here. So that cuts off there, you see. Oh, get off, get off, get off. There it is. And just pull that back like that. And then once that's been taken care of, I can just sort of pull this one right back, get it right out of the way. There you go. And you just have you have just a tiny little bit of influence, sort of where you need it to be. So that, for example, is all now like that, and then this level here needs to stay. So we kind of like push that out, connect it all up, just try to best as we can. And just try to connect it up just outside the sphere of influence. And then this is all going to go, so we'll just kind of work on that a little bit. Just quite methodic. Get out of here. Let's right click to destroy, yeah. There we go. And we now have plenty of faith as well saved up for this big job, which is what I kind of wanted to do, because that was one of the major things that was keeping us behind before, was that we didn't have very much faith at all to carry on doing these jobs nice and quick, which was a bit of a shame. And to be fair, I mean, I want to kind of just get to the next stage in the game so we can carry on working on some different stuff, because it looks like there's a couple of interesting things that are going to be coming up in the game, from what I can tell, especially once we've kind of like established what the hell this massive thing is here. So we will do that. You've been watching the CaffCast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to us if you like what you see. That way I'll know to make more, and that you really like me. So, you've been watching the CaffCast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos.